I mean, free time has gone way, way down. Like, my wife's got 2 jobs, I've got 2 jobs, if you count this one. You shouldn't, but you could. My wife's got 2 part-time jobs. She's, like, we're both putting in... I put about 20 hours a week into the streaming. Plus, like, I got the full 40-hour-a-week day job. So honestly, that feels like 2 jobs to me. The only thing is, when I'm actually playing games on stream, like that doesn't feel bad. Like, this is like the most relaxing part of the day, and I look forward to it. Like, a lot of people think that this part is work. And it might be if you, like, try to be like a character or anyone other than yourself. A lot of streamers try that. For them, it's a lot of work. For me, I just talk to myself. And I've realized that, like, my talking to myself gets really bad. My wife and kids were out of the house for a week. And the amount of vocal conversations I had with nobody, it's kind of surprising to me. I caught myself multiple times, and then my family came home, and it was just more and more. Okay, now I need the tier 3 stuff. Like, my kids came home, and like they've already caught me mumbling to myself, wandering around the house having conversations with no one. As long as the shadows don't start responding, you think I'm fine? I hope so. What is the best way? I think it's still teleporting to Port Avignon and like fighting my, like running up the street, fighting my entire way back. I do worry that talking to myself as much as I do might be like an early sign of dementia or something. Like, Sugarhearts tend to live for a very long time, at least the lady Sugarhearts. My grandma's still alive. She can't be killed. Male Sugarhearts tend to drink themselves to death, but quit drinking 9 years ago, give or take. Yeah, just over 9 years ago. So maybe I got a shot at living forever too. And so, but I've got no experience with like what happens to the male Sugarheart minds. Seen what happens to the female Sugarheart minds. They tend to get Alzheimer's, forget things. What's really cool is the long-term memory tends to stay around. I remember having a conversation with my great-grandma, and she was in her hundreds. And she was telling me about like working in a factory when she was 12. I was like, that's a really crazy first-hand story. This wasn't my original plan. Why did I run off to the side to kill these? Because they were there. I'm here. Yeah, that's about right. So, like, I worry about, like, dementia. I worry about my mood. I don't want to be an angry person. Whoops. And like, I worry about some old people who have like vast personality changes when they lose their mind. For me, I just want to stay a nice person. I don't mind losing my mind. I'm just concerned with being a jerk. That's your worst nightmare as well, right? My 90-year-old neighbor asked me for help a few days ago. One of her smoke alarms was going off, and she had no idea what to do about it because she's 90. And she gave me this speech, and it's the I'm ready to go speech. And it's such a weird conversation to have, but I've had it multiple times this year where someone in their 90s is like, I'm ready for death. And you're just like, oh, hang on. Like, I get it. They're just like, I'm not, like, I'm done. I've done enough. I've had a good life. I'm ready to go. I'm like, there's still time to get into video games. Come on, it's still fun here. And like, my question is usually like, aren't you still having fun? She said no. And I'm just like, oh man. Bummer. But she's Roman Catholic. And she just feels like, well, remember when we were talking about bleak things and I was like, hey, let's change the subject? About that euthanasia. That a little more bright? A little more cheery? I'm supposed to be a cozy streamer. Anyway, what's going on down here? I would like these deer to run towards the road. Can I climb down, please? I don't think they're gonna make it. We're gonna try. Okay, if you don't make it to the road, but can you make it close enough? I can teleport you to the cart. Yeah, whatever, I'll carry you.
That's sure something I could use. A cure.
Like, I don't think when I turn 90, I don't think I'm gonna want to die. Like, I was born in a generation that I got raised with video games getting slowly better and better and better. I think as long as I have video games in my life, I think I'll always be having fun. And I guess that might be the best part about getting older for me. Like, I don't think I'll ever run out of video games. Now, the world might fall apart around me. And I might have to flee to another country. I feel like I'd be pretty happy in, like, Ireland. Some place nice and green. I do worry about, like, what it's like to emigrate as an American. I'm always really concerned that I'm going to get there and they're going to be like, don't come over here with your American nonsense. And I'll be like, I came here to get away from the American nonsense. They got the freedom to roam, just like North Europe, so you can go camping anywhere, wherever you want. Used to hang out with a lot of exchange students, and that I'll never forget one time, and they like pulled up in a rent-a-car, and they're like, "Hop in, we're going to Disneyland," and you're like, "No, you're not. Do you know how long of a drive that is?" And they're like, 6 hours? You're like, no. Like 16 at least. Silly exchange students. That's one thing I feel like Europeans often don't like realize about America. Or any country realizes about America. Who is hitting me? This Terratoad? Really kind of hating these psychic animals. If you could see me over there, maybe you can't see me over here. You think you'd be welcomed with open arms? The American culture is a fantastic joke to us. Europeans don't actually have anything against Americans. I think that's true. Like, every now and then you'll meet a crazy person, but they're kind of like few and far between. Like, I hear like horror stories when you find someone super racist in like Asia. Like, you just find the wrong guy, the guy who does take it all too seriously. And you're like, I understand, but like, it's not me. I'm not that guy. I'm old man Sugarheart. I never hurt anybody. I'm not here for any nefarious reasons. I'm here because the food's nice. That's not limited to America. I can't remember like what that's in response to. Like, not understanding how varied and diverse the culture is. I was gonna get into like a point that like America's the size of like all of Europe. And there's so many diverse cultures in Europe. I'm not a big fan of the culture near where I live. Out in the bayou. I'm close enough to civilization that like I get the people are just mean. For like no reason. Like where like being selfish and rude just feels like the thing you do because of course everyone else is selfish and rude. People are really happy when you're polite to them because they're not used to it. But like back in Montana, everyone was super nice for no reason. Sometimes you meet the idiot part. Oh, yeah. Like, man, when you meet the idiot part. Like, you just meet the wrong guy. I hate the wrong guy. Like, how does he get through life being the wrong guy? Like, how do you develop such, like, an out-of-touch behavior? They're like the death threat on the internet types. Ooh, I'll give you an example. So, you know, like, the CEO Coldplay concert scandal? Like, it is absolutely hilarious that, like, they got caught in 4K and everybody noticed them and everybody, like, called them out. But, like, you know, there's just, like, people who are taking it too far and they're like, oh, it's time for the murder. And you're like, this is why we can't have nice things. Like, we were all having a lot of fun making fun of them. And then, like, the internet has got to, like, take it too far. Or at least, like, 5 or 10 people. Probably more. But, like, man, it's almost like I can't... I want to judge people openly. I want to share memes when they exhibit, like, antisocial behavior. Or not pro-social behavior. I want to say, hey, look at these guys. We should make fun of them until they change their ways. But then, like, Murder Pete is out here like, I got a gun. And you're like, okay, calm down, Pete. Who gave you a gun? And they're like, America. And I'm like, oh, that's fair. But, like, Murder Pete's like the one guy who shouldn't have a gun. This can't be right. But, like, it's getting to the point where you're like, I can't think critically about anybody because there might be there might be people who agree with me who take it way too far. Welcome back, Iris. Hope you had a good dinner. You are in Europe. It is 1 a.m. breakfast. You. It's coming for me. He hit me. Feel it in my toes. Guy means to harm us, and he's got to go. Come on, get now. Like the wrong time to mess with my tight crew. Song references. We've lost the music. We ran out of indie folk. Any requests? I think maybe we need something a little more cheerful. Maybe that'll stop me talking about all the sad things. Such a sad sack today. Morning. Went to drink some coffee with your BF. Nice. That is a good deal. Oh, I need food. I need to escape. I don't want to die. Not again. It's hitting me psychically. Alright, we're full committing. Got you. Yeah. Alright. It's all the indie folk in the world. Is there just a playlist that says happy? This is the most popular happy song in my wheelhouse, my gurnal, my silo of music. You don't know much indie folk? I mean, like, really. It's just you find like the one hipster girl who has a guitar and no band. Indie folk. I used to hang out with a lot of hipsters. It was good times, honestly. I like the hipster crowd. They were always too cool for me, but, you know. I was too cool for me before it was cool. Got him. Alright, we made it all the way here. And we just turn around, head back. Maybe some of the critters spawn back? Probably not. I don't know what the spawn timer is on critters. I can't imagine they'll all be back before, like, you head back. Some of them are cool, but then some are like meh. Like anyone's, yeah. Evil, man. They're all RNG. Like, you just never know what kind of person you're gonna get. That's my biggest complaint about, like, well, people. One of the things that people tend to do is make big assumptions on, like, large groups of people. They'll just kind of, like, shoehorn everybody in and say, like, man, women are like this. People are like this. Americans are like this. I'm like, it's RNG. Like, I can even believe that all of the people of that category you met are like that, but, like, it's totally random. You never know. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Man. Yeah, I feel like you just destroyed me with that one. I was like, here, very poignant and well thought out point. And you go ahead and, like, share a quote from Forrest Gump. Famous idiot. Coming up with the exact same point. Welp. I know you weren't trying for a burn on me, but I felt the burn. I feel like I've been taken down a peg. My brilliant, insightful comment just happens to be the exact same comment from a famous idiot. Sorry, it's okay. I can take it. It's another thing about being human. Like, whenever you think you thought of something clever and unique and insightful, everyone else has already thought of it 100 times. That's why philosophy majors are so insufferable. They'll be like, did you ever consider this? And you're like, yes, everybody has. They're like, doesn't it blow your mind? It doesn't really. Like, you can use people to get things you want. Oh, well, thanks, Nietzsche. Nietzsche? Nietzsche. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm going with Nietzsche. What an insightful and brilliant thing. You should write a book about it. Forrest Gump wasn't very bright, but he was no idiot. Gotcha. So there's a saying that is like kind of painful that floats around my work. I don't like the way it's phrased. I wish that they phrased it better, but it's ignorance is not the same as stupidity. And the general idea is, like, you can't judge people for not knowing something. Because just because they didn't know of a thing doesn't mean they're an idiot. It just means they haven't heard of this particular thing. I think I've heard this song before. I'm definitely not the only YouTuber who has, like, a licensed key to Epidemic Sound. And somebody, like, Googled comedic pipe organ and definitely put this in their videos. Honestly, you're right. Why do we still have philosophy majors? That's the thing. It would be nice if, like, someone would come up with a new philosophy. Like, I don't feel like there have been any breakthroughs in the philosophy field in a while. They're just like, here are the 8 buckets of beliefs. You choose your favorite, and then you back up all your arguments with the arguments of this guy who died 2,000 years ago. And you'll never lose any internet argument ever again. It's really a great deal. I feel bad. I shouldn't be making fun of anybody. Philosophy majors are people too. Like, I should be a little more chill than that. But I just don't know. I mean, like, I want to make fun of philosophy majors. Like, why would you choose that? Like, is there an end game? Are you just trying to, like, understand how people work, I guess? I feel like psychology might do that a little better. Trying to figure out what you should do with your life. Trying to find out if life has meaning. I guess that makes sense. And I want to say, like, it was a bad choice because, you know, you spend a lot of time trying to figure out how life works. You might miss a good chunk of it. But at the same time, I feel like the philosophy majors I know tend to, like, end up in decent jobs. Like, not that much less decent than mine. Like, mine's highly technical, but, like, there's so many jobs out there that like nobody went to school with. Or that nobody went to school for. Sorry. Like, I'm fairly certain, like, nobody goes to get, like, a degree in accounting. And who's to say you have to be a math major to be an accountant? Like, I feel like you could make a philosopher an account manager. Or not an account manager, an accountant. Like, you just learn the formulas, you plug in the numbers, the computer does half the work for you. And so, like, part of me is like, ha, you can't do anything with a philosophy degree. But the thing is, you can do anything with a philosophy degree. Because you could do anything with any degree.